This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley, brought to you in part by the L2C Media Network. And now, with the details from the headlines that make the sports world sing in perfect harmony, here's the magnanimous one, Steve the Baxman Baxley. All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing? Rocking and rolling, singing your songs side by side, noodle by noodle, and everywhere else in between. We welcome you to Sports Final here at the Fred McLeod Sports Desk here at the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson, the headquarters, of course, of the L2C Media Network. And have we got some sports for you tonight? Say, we got some explaining to do. We got the penultimate game in the National League Division Series, and it is a wild one. We have also got for your insane pleasure the fun, the thrills of NHL hockey, and a whole lot more. Come, join the cabaret. But before we do, Dan, a president of a certain four-lettered cable sports network has to agree with everyone. He's got a problem. How can he solve it? I don't know, but we'll tell you what that all is in a few moments. That's an entire 45 minutes to an hour show. And right now we're going to go to the scoreboard, which is presented by Caesar Sportsbook. Remember, we are all Caesars. And if he plays his cards right, so would a certain ESPN employee. Har har. Thank you. Let us start off first with the National Football League and the Thursday night game. And I bring this up to Vu because, thank you. Because we all, and by we all, I'm talking we all, my mom, Uno, the mouse assassin, and myself all picked Tampa Bay. And in fact, so did the rabbi. He picked Tampa Bay by about 37-21, by about 16. In fact, it was by 16. Well, the game just ended. Hey! Thank you. Sorry about that. The game just ended, and by God, it was a close one. It was close, but the Buccaneers took it away. They beat the Eagles 28-22. What a game that was. Tom Brady passed for 297 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fournette, 22 rushing attempts for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Brown knew what he could do, and he did it with a style and a panache. That's right. 9 receptions, 93 yards, and a touchdown. For the Eagles, Hurts, and boy, did their loss hurt. 115 yards and 1 touchdown. Sanders, 9 rushing attempts for 56 yards. And Watkins, 3 receptions for 44 yards. So we all got it. And week 6 begins the byes. So who are the lucky ones taking this week off for a little resting, relaxation, and anything else they can find to do? The Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints, New York Jets, and the San Francisco 49ers. So there you go. Boom. And now we got that. Let's give you the NHL on its second opening night of the week. Let's give it to you, kiddies. And we go for the game that is still going on. They're in the first intermission. Los Angeles Kings lead the Golden Knights of Vegas 2-1. Final scores: the Columbus Blue Jackets over the soon to depart from a suburb of Phoenix, the Arizona Coyotes, who are looking for a new home in Arizona. 8-2 Blue Jackets over the Coyotes. Final in overtime, New York Rangers over. No, excuse me. Final in overtime, Dallas Stars over the New York Rangers 3-2. No 3 stars were noted, but we'll try to get somebody to tell us who the 3 stars are. Buffalo Sabres over Les Canadiens du Montreal 5-1. Hurricanes over the Islanders 6-3. Final overtime, Panthers over the Penguins 5-4. Senators beat the Maple Leafs 3-2. It was the season opener for the Detroit Red Wings, and what a good way to open the season. Bertuzzi got a hat trick +1, but that wasn't enough. In overtime, Tampa Bay Lightning, after being embarrassed in their home opener, decided to embarrass the Red Wings, who played tough. 7-6 final score. And Aubrey Edwards, referee extraordinaire from the AEW, who lives in the home of the once mighty Supersonics, wears Teflon Shrimp's number shirt, that is. Well, she can now release the Kraken, because the Kraken won tonight 4-3 over the Nashville Predators. Hi, Kiba. All right, let's keep this love going. And we go to the NBA. And there were about four games in the National Basketball Association to report on. One game is still going on in the third quarter, 10:20 remaining. The Sacramento Kings are right now kicking the Los Angeles Lakers took us 77-74 with 7:59 left to play in the third. Final scores: the Atlanta Hawks over the Miami Heat 127-92, and the Brooklyn Nets beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 107-101. Nuggets beat the Thunder in overtime 113-107. How do you like them apples, boys and girls? I love them. Hey. All right, we've done the basketball. We've done the baseball. We've done the football. We've done the hockey. Now let's get done with our sports headlines, our sporty ball lines. Here we go. Tom Brady recently said he fully believes he could play in the NFL at 50 years old. Brady recently upped that ante when asked if he could play at 55 years young. Brady, who's currently 44, doesn't think that playing another 11 years would be an issue, at least from a physical standpoint. Brady told Andrea Kramer and Hannah Storm, quote, "I really think I can play as long as I want. I can literally play until I'm 50 or 55. I don't think I will. Obviously, my physical body won't be the problem. I think it'll just be I'm missing too much of my life with my family." Now, while it's hard to fathom Brady playing all the way up to 2032, the 7-time Super Bowl champion has shown that he is the exception to the rule as far as aging athletes are concerned. An early season loss to the Chiefs in 2014, many were already proclaiming that Brady was deep into the back nine of his career. But since that game, Brady has won 4 Super Bowls, 5 conference championships, 3 Super Bowl MVP awards. 3 Super Bowl MVP awards. and a third league MVP award. He also became the first player to win more than 5 Super Bowls, the first player to win more than 3 Super Bowl MVP awards, and the first starting quarterback to win Super Bowls in both the AFC and NFC. He was also part of the first team to win a Super Bowl inside their home stadium. Brady's numbers this season suggest that he is far from done. Entering tonight's game against the Eagles, Brady led the NFL in attempts, 225, completions, 149, and passing yards was 1767. His play helped the defending champions get off to a 4-1 start, as Tampa Bay is trying to become the first team since Brady's 2004 Patriots squad to do a three-peat. Okay, meanwhile, let's give you an update on the penultimate game between the Giants and Les Dodgers. It is still tied at 1, but it's still tied at 1, but the Dodgers are coming up. The Dodgers have one man in scoring position, 2 on, but it looks like only just one guy on second, and he's in scoring position. Game tied, level 1. They are in, it looks like, the 7th inning. So we will update you. In fact, hey, Matt G. Of course, power. Love it. And Sager just struck out. But there's still a man in scoring position. He represents the tie-breaking run. Anyway, let's get back to more of the sport here. Rich Sherman's night was over before it could get off the ground. The Buccaneers ruled the corner out for the remainder of their Thursday night football matchup with the Philadelphia Eagles due to a hamstring injury. Sherman suffered the injury in the midst of Tampa Bay's opening drive of the night on the defense. He came off the field, walked to the locker room. The team quickly ruled him out for the evening. Replay showed Sherman pull up tight on a 23-yard reception from Eagles receiver, and we're in the 8th inning. There are 2 men on, and they are calling the bullpen. So while they're taking a brief momentary pause for some commercials, we will continue our little sportscast here. Sherman suffered the injury where he said that opening drive, he came off the field. He pulled up tight on a 23-yard reception from Eagle receiver Quintez Watkins on a 3rd and 12 situation for Philadelphia. Came off the field and was seen limping on the sideline before trainers walked with him to the locker room. Sherman was playing in his 3rd game with the Bucs since signing a 1-year, $2.25 million deal with the club in late September. Tampa Bay secondary has been gashed with injuries, which forced Sherman to play 98% of the defensive snaps in each of his previous 2 games. Now, along with Sherman, the Bucs will go forward without corners Carlton Davis with a quad injury and Sean Murphy-Bunting with a dislocated elbow, along with the safety Antoine Winfield Jr. with a concussion. Wow. Okay, in other NFL news, I never thought we would get more NFL news. With the Packers off to a dominant 4-1 start this season, the drama of Aaron Rodgers that has dominated the offseason seems like a memory. However, as soon as the 2021 season ends, there's a good chance that last year's drama is going to pick up right where it started again. That's right, a second chapter. And that's because Rodgers still doesn't necessarily seem interested in staying put in Green Bay. If Rodgers does end up leaving his one team, he definitely won't be playing for. And Canelo Duval has come in relief. Dodgers and Giants, game 5 of the best 3 of 5. So this game is it. But we continue. If Rodgers does end up leaving, there's one team he will not be playing for in 2022 or ever. And that team is not the Detroit Lions, but the Chicago Bears. During his press conference on Wednesday, the Packers quarterback was asked if he could ever see himself playing for the Bears, and he said, quote, no, it's just not going to happen, man. That answer likely caused a sigh of relief among Packer fans who definitely don't want to see their star QB playing for a division rival, especially after what happened 10 years ago after a messy divorce from the Packers following the 2007 season. Favre was traded to the Jets in 2008, but he ended up with the Vikings. Rodgers is now in a similar situation since he's contract for 2022. He'll likely have to be traded if he's going to leave. If that happens, it's not crazy to envision a scenario where he sticks with a team for 1 year and then picks a team the following season like Favre did. Now, the good news for Packers fans is that it doesn't sound like Rodgers will be picking the Bears. Rodgers was asked about his interest in Chicago because he'd been complimenting Bear fans during his press conference, and the Giants are out of the inning. They got out of a nice big jam. It is 1-1. We go to the bottom of the eighth, and we continue. And when they go to the top of the ninth, we'll take over. Now, Rodgers is probably pretty pumped up to be playing the Bears this weekend. That's because he almost never loses to them. It's just like he never loses to the Lions. Well, there's a couple of times when he did. The Packers quarterback has faced the Bears a total of 26 times. He's 21-5 against them. Since Matt LaFleur was hired in 2019, the Packers are 4-0 against the Bears, and they've won those 4 games by an average of 12.5 points per game. So there you go. We'll know tomorrow. No, we'll know Saturday what the rabbi has to predict. He is on a tear. And we'll let everybody know. Saturday night, 11:30, the rabbi back with us. And we go directly to more headlines and then more of the weirdness that we like to call sports. Okay, and get ready to send those resumes, all you Major League Baseball managers out there. St. Louis is calling you. That's right. 1 week after losing the National League wildcard game to the Dodgers, the St. Louis Cardinals have decided the team needs to change. And they have said goodbye to their manager. Mike Shildt is out as club's manager. The president of baseball ops for the Cards, John Mozeliak, announced Thursday he cited a philosophical difference for the move and called it strictly a baseball decision. Last week, Mozeliak told reporters, including St. Louis Post-Dispatcher Derek, the team considered making changes to the coaching staff during the season, but ultimately stuck with the staff in place. Mozeliak stopped short of saying Shildt and his coaches are safe heading into next year. However, in terms of what 2022 looks like, it's a bit premature for me to weigh in. Having said that, there is a lot this group should be proud of. They did accomplish a lot, and they did. 53-year-old Shildt replaced Mike Matheny on an interim basis in August 2018 that was given the job permanently following that season. The Cards went 252-199 in parts of 4 seasons under Shildt, winning the 2019 Central title. Shildt was named NL Manager of the Year that season, and St. Louis has gone to the postseason each of the last 3 years. Okay, Dodgers have Kingsley Jansen to take it, and what we're going to do is pause our sportscast here and give you a little byplay here. Solano with the chance to have us say we will have a new World Series champion. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning, San Francisco wanting to put this They're tied 1-1. Solano, the pitch, low, ball one. It was side. Carmelo Duval, the relief pitcher, the closer, or the savior, one of the way. Here's the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, chop foul. 0-2. That's what I just said, 0-2. Thank you, Mom. That's okay. Solano is 2 for 5. The pitch, the 0-2 pitch, coming up. He delivers. Swung on, nailed it. Turner made the play in third. Justin Turner, nice position he was in. And the San Francisco Giants have suffered their first out. Not bad. Nice line drive over to the third baseman. And that's all she wrote. Darren Roof. He is the reason that we are tied 1-1. Nice solo shot into straightaway center field. A long home run in the sixth. The pitch from Jansen. Strike. Nicely. This is game 5 of the National League Division Series. The winner of this goes on to meet the Atlanta Braves. The 0-1 pitch from Jansen. High and inside, ball one. We have a lot more sports to get to, and we will get to it. But right now, we're going to give you this and possibly even the bottom of the ninth. So here we go. No, they're just showing what happened in the sixth. The windup and the hitch and the pitch. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Jansen has got that, they call it a hitch. I call it a tick. And that has got to help that ball just do some magic. The 1-2 pitch from Jansen. 2-2, and that was a little iffer right there by Jansen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch, the 2-2 pitch. Chopper foul. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes. You're watching Sports Final, and we're doing live baseball. Feels so good. Bottom of the 8th inning in San Francisco. Giants and Dodgers tied at 1. Dodgers, the defending World Series champions. Series tied at 2. The 2-2 pitch from Jansen. Swung, and he hits some pine. He is out number 2. Kenley Jansen hitches his way to a second out. Nice cutaway. Nice cutaway fastball, and whoops. Looked like a little tip there on the shot. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little touch of a tip there. Buster Posey's coming up now to see if he can't break this log jam. 1-1, bottom of the 8th inning. Infield in. Thank you for your opinion. Strike one on Posey. And I got to tell you, I like to know how he pitches with that hitch, but he does have some magic in it. The 0-1 pitch from Jansen. Gets ready, delivers. 1-1. That was high and inside. Okay, coming up, of course, our international scoreboard. Hey, LDG, how you doing? Just doing the bottom of the 8th inning. So this is Game 5 of the National League Division Series. Winner goes to meet Atlanta. The loser goes fishing. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Jansen. High and outside, ball 2. 2-1 the count by Jansen. And I mean, that was high. Smith, Turner, and Lutz coming up for the Dodgers in the top of the 9th. The 1-2 pitch. The 2-1 pitch. Thank you. 2-1 pitch. The windup. Deucey Deuce. Hey, Dandelion, how you doing? We'll get everybody updated on the hockey scores as well, so you ain't going to miss anything. Let's see, we got a little bit of baseball, then we're going to hitch them up with an update on the hockey scores. Even go so far as the minor league hockey scores, too. Signs are flashed. I love it when the cameras show the signs. 2-2 pitch from Jansen. The windup, the pitch. In the air, left field, and a fan from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma has a souvenir. Haikiba. Okay. Still 2-2 the count. Then we'll get back to sports, but I thought I'd give everybody. Did you see that awesome goal Alfonso Davis made? Yes. Yes, I did, and that was wild. 2-2 pitch coming up by Jansen. Wind up. Bye-bye, birdie. Hit the pine, and Kenley Jansen has done an undue trois on the Giants. Top of the 9th inning. It is still Dodgers, Giants, Game 5, 1-1. We leave them for a little bit. But if anything happens, we'll let you know. Right now, we got one more headline we got to give you. And the Yankees made a little change in the staff. They have decided not to renew the contracts of hitting coach Marcus Thames, assistant hitting coach P.J. Pilitry, and third base coach Phil Nevin, according to the Athletics' Lindsay Adler. They only won 92 games, made the postseason. However, they were bounced by the Red Sox in the wild card game, which means they still haven't won a pennant or a World Series since 2009. Ugh. But I have a feeling the coaching vacancies are going to line up. We will talk about that at, as they say, another time as the button. There we go. Let's keep A over here. Come on, A over here. Thank you. All right, let's give you an update on some of the hockey scores. If we can do that, I will be happy. Okay, let's give you an update on some of the hockey scores, and maybe they've already posted up the 3 stars from every team, so from the teams that were playing tonight. So let's get going. Up, up, up. Come on, pop up. Okay, 8:54 remaining in the second. The Los Angeles Kings lead the Golden Knights of Vegas 4-1. Blue Jackets over the Coyotes 8-2. Dallas Stars over the New York Rangers 3-2. Sabres over the Hurricanes beat the Islanders 6-3. Final score: Panthers over Penguins in overtime 5-4. Senators over Leafs 3-2. In overtime, Lightning over the Red Wings 7-6. Bertuzzi with a hat trick +1. And they released the Kraken finally on Seattle. The Predators got et up by the Kraken 4-3. All right. Now, for those of you who love hockey, and I know you do, yes, I know you do. That's why we do bring you hockey coverage. We do bring you even minor hockey. Minor league hockey on a minor league show. Anyway, let's see if there was any action tonight. Let's see. Was there any action tonight? Roll me up, Bruno. Roll me up. No games, but the games on Friday. You got Syracuse and Cleveland. Let's see. Where's the schedules here? Yes, you got the schedules here. Good. There. Bop. Schedule. Schedules, people. Schedules. Yes. Thank you. Okay, here's going to be up Friday. Syracuse Crunch, Cleveland Monsters at 7. Rockford Ice Hogs, Grand Rapids Griffins, also at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Bridgeport and Hartford, Belleville and Laval, Colorado and Henderson, Tucson and Stockton, also scheduled and slated for tomorrow. And by the way, starting tomorrow, we tell you with glee and happiness the Saturday night hockey night in Canada games that will be covered. So there you go. And right now, the ninth inning, Dodgers thought they had a good hit for first base, but nope. So 1 out. We also do the Ontario League. So let's chat that for a moment. Get you in. Yeah, the Ontario Hockey League. We do the American and Ontario Hockey Leagues. We're strange that way, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, Friday's games. The Niagara Ice Dogs take on the Hamilton Bulldogs. Sudbury Wolves will take on the Kingston Frontenacs. Mississauga Steelheads will take on the North Bay Battalion. Oshawa Generals will take on the Ottawa 67s. Sarnia Sting will take on the Kitchener Rangers. The Sioux Greyhounds will take on the Guelph Storm. And the Windsor Spitfires will take on the Knights of Culloden. And there she blows. That's right. I told you. There she blows. That's all right. Okay, so we go from that fundament, and kind of looks like, yeah, it is. Max Scherzer is in the bullpen now for the Dodgers. Okay, speaking of soccer, which we will be speaking of shortly, let's get you the scores. And let's rock this ride. It's a Friday. Welcome to Friday. No stream from Nick Mercada tonight, so his lost blaming will be tomorrow night. And here we go. The Women's Champions League. Cogue lost to Barcelona in Group C 2-0. Arsenal over Offenheim 4-0. In Group D, Bayern Munich In Group D, Bayern Munich over Haken 4-0. Lyon over Benfica 5-0. In the Women's Cup, the Women's League Cup of the FA, Sheffield United and Sunderland tied at 1, but Sunderland won on the penalty kicks 4-2. Durham over Manchester United 2-2, but Manchester United did the bend 5-3. World Cup qualifying, South America, Bolivia over Paraguay 4-0, and Colombia and Ecuador goose eggs. South American World Cup qualifying, Argentina over Peru 1-0. World Cup qualifying North and Central America, Jamaica, man, they beat Honduras 2-0, and Mexico defeated El Salvador 2-0. And in Brazil, Corinthians defeated Fluminense 1-0. Internacional over America Mineiro 3-1. Cuiabá defeated Sport 1-0. Sao Paulo and Ceará 1-1. Legusa Matushka. Legusa Matushka. And a base hit. And it's 2 strikes, single to right. And there are 2 on, and they're about to make another pitching change for the Giants. Now, I got to tell you, man, Alfonso Davis, magnificent. Mag-freaking-nificent. And I mean, this guy, magic. I mean, Alfonso Davies, he is epic. I mean, he is incredible. The way he plays soccer, he is like